My name is Jacqueline Mercado, originally from Guadalajara, Jalisco, raised in California, and currently a second-year medical student at the College of Human Medicine at Michigan State. My earliest memories are of driving miles through the mountains of Mexico to visit my great-grandmother and later leaving those drives for a flight to a new country. A commute that turned my world upside down in a short matter of time, and a change I didn't really understand. Shortly a year after our big move, my father suffered of Guillain-Barré, a disease that paralyzed his entire body. It was then that I found my first calling as a young girl to learn about responsibilities and helping others. I remember holding back my tears the first time I saw my dad bedridden, as well as the first time I received an award and my parents weren't there. Spending days in and out of the hospital, my role as a 7-year-old was to translate for my parents during roundings, PT visits, and future doctor visits. The hospital quickly became my second home and a safe space for me. While I felt very accomplished as a young child translating the little I understood and comprehended, I came into the realization that I deprived my parents from good quality health care. At the same time, growing up in a predominantly Latino neighborhood, my life as an ESL student and translator, a product of immigrant parents, it was the norm. We only visited a physician when absolutely deemed necessary or simply traveled a long distance to find the few doctors who spoke Spanish. 20 years into the role and literally thousands of miles away from my parents, I continue to do my duty in translating for them and other family members. I now feel more confident and competent to fulfill this role that I have navigated and absorbed for years, but at the same time continue to feel falling short. As a first-generation medical student, I learned to navigate the system independently while sacrificing being with my family. I never minded the responsibility or missing family parties until I missed my grandmother's last visit to the hospital, last discharge, and last birthday party. At that time, I questioned my entirety, career choice, years of translating and advocating when I could no longer do so for the head of my family. The sacrifice I have made comes with a cost, but as I was co-raised by my grandmother who carried a smile even on her tougher days and years of raising 13 children on her own, I am a product of her strength, laughter, and optimism. Everything I carry with me as I continue my journey to be a physician is a product of her, slowly diminishing the barriers that first-generation students face into the road of medicine, as well as finding a physician who speaks and looks like them. I am fortunate to blindly trust my family in any endeavors that I partake, any failures that I have overcame, and the success that I lay out for future generations. I have the privilege of being raised in a humble environment with my grandmother's hopeful smile. Through her smile and wishes, que Dios te dé la licencia de realizar tus sueños, I will do so. With her same teachings and mentalities that were implanted into me, I plan to develop future generations of physicians of color, to be a reaffirming hand to past Jackie from inner city schools as the small fish in the big pond of UC Berkeley or the realm of medical school. I hope to be the inspiration my grandmother was for me to future generations to pull through on rainy days.